Hi students, this is Viswanath, chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. In previous class, we completed questions related to IIT JEE mains exam. Now see the next continuation part. 4.5 grams of solute having molar mass 90 grams per mole is dissolved in water to make 250 ml solution. Calculate molarity of the solution. It's very simple. Molarity formula. What is that? Molarity M equal to number of moles of solute present in volume of the solution. Here solute mass is given 4.5 grams and molar mass of solute is given 90 grams. Number of moles 4.5 given mass divided by molar mass, and volume how much? 250 ml. We have to convert into 1000 liters, so divide with 1000, then we can get 0.2 molar. So answer is 0.2 molar. Next one, mass of Li3 plus ion is 8.33 times mass of proton. Li3 plus and proton are accelerated through same potential difference. Then ratio of de Broglie's wavelength of Li3 plus to proton is x into 10 power minus 1. Find x. This question is related to atomic structure. So wavelength and kinetic energy relation. Say this. Wavelength lambda is directly proportional to 1 by m into kinetic energy. Here m is mass of the particle, Ke means kinetic energy of the particle, wavelength means de Broglie's wavelength of concerned particle. Now from this we can write de Broglie's wavelength of Li3 plus ion divided by de Broglie's wavelength of proton. Here P means proton. That equal to square root of mass of proton into kinetic energy of proton divided by mass of lithium 3 plus ion into kinetic energy of lithium 3 plus ion. Okay. Now from this we can write square root of mass of the proton into charge of the proton into electron volts, potential difference V, mass of lithium ion into, and what is that? Charge of the lithium ion into potential difference applied. Okay, here both the ions Li3 plus ion and proton both are accelerated through the same potential difference. Let the potential difference be V. Okay, so already we know that kinetic energy equal to electron volt into potential difference, so EV. From this we can write in place of Ke we take these two. Okay, now wavelength of Li3 plus ion divided by wavelength of proton equal to mass of the proton into charge of the proton into electron volts divided by, here there is a relation between mass of Li3 plus ion. What is that? Li3 plus ion and proton. Its mass is 8.33 times the mass of proton. So we can write 8.33 into mass of the proton. Li3 plus means how many protons are there? 3 protons. So 3 into mass of the proton into electron volt. That means potential difference is same. MP, MP, EP, EP, V, V get cancelled. Then we can get square root of 1 by 25, that is 1 by 5, that equal to 0.2. That means we can write 2 into 10 power minus 1. But in the question they give that ratio is x into 10 power minus 1, that equal to 2 into 10 power minus 1. That implies x equal to 2. So x value is 2. Okay students, next, see the next question. 9.45 grams of CH2ClCOOH is dissolved in 500 ml of H2O solution and depression in freezing point of solution is 0.5 degrees Celsius. Find percentage of dissociation for H2O. Kf value, cryoscopic constant value is given 1.86 into Kelvin kilogram per mole. Okay, percentage of dissociation means alpha value we should find out. Before that, write down the ionization of given acid CH2Cl COOH. Chloroacetic acid, alpha chloroacetic acid undergo ionization like this, then we can get ions. This one, initial concentration, number of moles 1. This is initial moles. Let 1 mole of initial reactant, initially 0 at equilibrium, number of moles. Here alpha moles are converted to these ions, same number of moles are decreased. Therefore total moles at equilibrium equal to 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha, that equal to 1 plus alpha. Now I, Van 't Hoff factor I equal to number of moles after dissociation, that is this one, initial moles, that equal to 1. Therefore I equal to 1 plus alpha. Now we know that delta TF equal to Van 't Hoff factor I into Kf into molality. So I means here delta TF is given in the question. How much? 0.5. 0.5 equal to I means 1 plus alpha. Kf 1.86. Molality means weight of number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of the solvent. Here number of moles given mass of the solute 9.45 divided by 94.5 molar mass into 1000 by 500. So water ml, we can consider 1 ml equal to 1 gram. So 500 grams means convert into kilograms. So we have to multiply with 1000. From this alpha equal to 34.4%. Percentage of dissociation of given acid is 34.4%. Next, electrode potential of M2 plus 2 metal has positive value for which of the element of 3D transition series? In 3D transition series, 10 elements are there. In those elements, which element has positive electrode potential value? Remember, in these 10 elements, only copper having positive electrode potential value, remaining elements having negative values. Option B is the answer. Next, last question in this paper. Statement 1. Colorless cupric metaborate is converted into cuprous metaborate in luminous flame. This is wrong, because cupric metaborate having dark blue color. When this dark blue colored cupric metaborate is heated in luminous flame, then it is converted to cuprous metaborate and then copper metal. Finally we can get copper metal. So statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2 is also wrong, because see the statement 2, cuprous metaborate is formed by reacting copper sulfate with boric anhydride heated in non-luminous flame. From this reaction, that is copper sulfate plus B2O3, we cannot get cuprous metaborate. Cuprous metaborate is obtained by heating cupric metaborate. See the reaction. See the correct statement. Both these statements are false. Correct statement is see this dark blue color cupric metaborate, dark blue color cupric metaborate is reduced to the free metal by the carbon present in luminous flame. Dark blue color cupric metaborate is reduced to the free metal by the carbon present in the luminous flame. See the reaction. Cu BO2 twice. This is cupric metaborate. Cupric metaborate is heated in luminous flame. Then the carbon present in that flame reduce this one to cuprous metaborate. Formula CuBO2. This is cuprous metaborate. This cuprous metaborate is colorless. It is dark blue color. Okay, so statement 1 is wrong. We can get B2O3 plus CO also. Now this cuprous metaborate CuBO2 further reacts with carbon and reduce it to copper plus B2O3 plus CO. This is red color, copper metal. So cupric metaborate having dark blue color. In the statement they gave colorless cupric metaborate. So statement 1 is wrong. Cupric metaborate is reduced to cuprous metaborate. It has dark blue color. It is colorless. Finally, cuprous metaborate is reduced to copper metal. So statement 2 also wrong. Because copper sulfate reacts with B2O3, we cannot get cuprous metaborate. Both these statements are false. Means what is the option? Option C is the answer. Okay students, we'll meet you in the next class.